Hello everybody, Todd here with All Things Archery and Shooting. Today I finally got a break in the ring. Not much of a break, but I got a little bit of a break. We're going to go ahead and do our range session on this ASDW Camouflage Hunter Takedown Recurve. Paid $71 for this bow on Amazon, shipped to my door. We're going to be shooting on two different arrows today. One's going to be my arrows I made, which are these are Port Orford Cedar, 11-30 seconds, 45 to 50 pound range. At 30 inches long, they weigh 500 grains. Then I got these carbon arrows here that I ordered off Amazon. I did a review on these a while back, so be sure to check it out. I think I paid 39 bucks for a dozen. What I did is I've changed the front point out on these. I've got almost 275 grains up front. So this totals just over 600 grains, between 610 and 620 grains for this carbon arrow. So we're going to shoot both of these, this chronograph, see what this bow can do. And do some shooting on the 3D range, also the target, see how she performs. Remember, this bow was purchased off Amazon, $71 shipped to my door. What I added to this bow is I added some string silencers. I added a hair rest to it and a quiver to it, and also added a little stabilizer to it. This bow's specs are 56 inches overall, 28-inch draw at 50 pounds. At my draw, at 29.5 inches, I'm pulling about 53 pounds. Let's see how she shoots. Okay, first arrows I'm going to use on this target is going to be the 500 grain wood arrows, which are these right here. Let's shoot three of these, see what they shoot like. $173. $182. $172. All right. Now we're going to try these carbon arrows. They're 600 grains each to see how these shoot. $168. $166. And $163. Okay. Okay, these arrows here are averaging about 165 feet per second. They're between 610 and 620 grains. They're a 400 spine carbon arrow with 275 grains up front. First set of arrows are 11-30 second Port Orford Cedar. They're using a 160 grain point up front, 4-inch turkey feathers, and these weigh around between 500 and 510 grains apiece. Okay. Alright, let's do one more round of each. We'll do 3 of these first, and then 3 of these 600 grain hunting arrows again. Right now you're looking at about 175 to 178 feet per second for these arrows, and about 168 feet per second for the carbon 600 grain arrows. Let's see where one more round goes. I got 180. Got 173. And 176. Okay. Okay, now we're going to try the 620 grain carbon shafts. $162. $157. and 158. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to shoot these wood arrows I have. Set this down a second. First thing I'm going to shoot these 500 grain wood arrows at 20 yards to see how they shoot. And then we'll shoot these 600 plus grain carbon arrows to see how they shoot. Now your average arrow weight here, they run between 500 and 510 grains, these wood ones. And the carbon run between 610 and 620, okay? Let's see how we do. I'll move out 20 yards and we'll aim right here and see how we shoot. Shooting the wood arrows first. Okay, that's the wood arrows. A little bit high, about 4 inches, maybe 5 inches right here. Let's see if we can do a little better. Okay. Alrighty, that's more like it. That's about a 3.5 inch group where it needs to be at. Now let's try the carbon arrows now. Remember, these carbon arrows are between 610 and 620 grains, and they're running 275 grains up front. So I have a heavyweight insert, so my FOC is pretty good on these. So let's see how they shoot. The bow, just do the specs on the bow. You're looking at probably, on this bow here, you're looking at specs are 28 inch draw at 50 pounds. At my draw length, this bow is pulling right about 53 pounds. Okay, I'm going to step off here at 20 yards and shoot these 620 grain carbon arrows. Remember, these are 400 spine. These I did a review on maybe 3-4 months ago on my YouTube channel, so you can find these on there. I think I paid $36 a dozen for these. And the only thing I've done with these is I've pulled the insert out, I put a weight up front, and I've got a 125 grain point for a total of 275 grains up front. So it gives me a total between 610 and 620 grains. So let's see how it shoots. 20 yards. Well, it definitely seems to like these carbon heavyweight arrows better. Let's try that again. I'm not really a big carbon arrow fan, but looks like this bow likes these carbon arrows better with my wood arrows. So let's see if we do that again. 3 more shots, 20 yards. Yeah, I'll say the bow likes these carbon arrows much better. That's less than a 2-inch group at 20 yards. It is a bit low, but that's to be expected. These are over 100 grains heavier than my wood arrows, but that's a respectable group at 20 yards. Okay. All right, let's move out and do some shooting on my 3D target. See how it performs there. Again, I'll shoot 3 wood torals and 3 carbon arrows and see where we're at. Okay, let's do that right now. Okay, first target I'm going to be shooting is Glendale Buck 3D target. This is the one that's got the 4-way adjustable insert. It's about $150. I use this to replace my other buck because I shot it out. So far, it's a pretty good target. They say it represents a 200-pound deer, but I've seen a 200-pound deer, and this ain't close to a 200-pound deer. Maybe a 100-pound deer, maybe not a 200-pound deer. But anyway, this is the area. We'll be aiming right in this area. That's how we do. Move out 20 yards and shoot the wood arrows first, and then we'll shoot the carbon arrows after that. 3 shots. Okay, we got 3 in the kill zone. Just doesn't seem like these wood arrows that much. Let's try 3 more. Okay. Doesn't really seem like these wood arrows that well. So let's try with the carbon arrow. It seems like those better. Let's put 3 shots in this with the carbon arrow, see how they work. 20 yards. Alright, it definitely likes these carbon arrows better. It's about a 3.5 inch group at 20 yards, all in the kill zone. That rain's starting to come in now. I might have enough time to get some more shooting in on the boar target next door. Let's try that. Maybe we can beat this rain a little bit. Okay. Well, Okay, well, as you can see, my target's about had it. It's almost split in half. Had to get me a new target here, it looks like. But anyway, I've got the carbon arrows. They're shooting about. Great. I hate when I pull my point off. Anyway, the carbon arrows, they're shooting probably about 3 inches, my standard group size, 20 yards. Wood arrows are about 4-inch group, 4 to 5 inch group. So it definitely likes the wood arrows better. I mean, the carbon arrows better. Look, I already shot this target clean in half. Look, that target's done. Okay, let's go ahead. That's about it for the shooting. Let's go ahead and sit back and talk about this bow. I'll tell you what I like about it and what I don't like about it, and whether I think it's a good value for $71 or not. So let's do that now. And by the way, I'm gonna need a new target. All right, let's talk about this bow. Okay, let's talk about this bow now. Well, specs on this bow, it's 56-inch overall. It's got a 50-pound draw at 28 inches. At my draw length of 29.5, I'm pulling right at 53 pounds. Bow's got what they call forest camel. It's a hydro dip camel. It's got a nice little rubber grip instead of a hard plastic, which is nice. I've added to the bow nocking point, of course, hair rest, quiver. Oh, that's a crossbow quiver. Seems to work good in these smaller AMO bows. And a small stabilizer to absorb shock. Overall, shooting the bow, I find it quiet. I thought it'd be a lot loud because of these deep metal pockets they have in it. This one is magnesium, but it's actually quite quiet. So I did have my puffs in there, and I just shot those out. So I need to put those back in. I should have served them in, which I didn't. I forgot. So I'll put those back in. But even without the puff, it's really quiet. Whole bow weighs just over 3 pounds. Without the arrows, you add the arrows, you're about 3 pounds 6 ounces. Speed-wise, I'd put it in the middle of the pack. With the 600 grain carbon arrows, it's running about 160 feet per second. With the wood arrows, the 500 grain wood carbon arrows, the wood Port Orford Cedar arrows, it's running right about 175, 176, which for most bows, that's about middle of the pack. I know, not too bad. Not too fast, but not too slow either. It does not like these cedar arrows though, for some reason. I don't know why. They're spined correctly for the bow, so I don't know why they don't like it. It's the first time I've come across where a traditional bow really doesn't like a set of wood arrows, but it seems to really like these carbon arrows. Like I said, I paid $71 for this bow over at Amazon, shipped to my house. It's got a lot of nice features. It's got bamboo laminates between the limbs. It's got reinforced tips. You use a fast flight. It does come with a D97 fast flight. Compared to another bow I did a couple weeks ago, the candle cane bow, it was like $60. I'd say the candle cane edged this bow out just maybe a little bit. It's a much faster bow, but it's also a longer bow too. That bow is 60 inches. This bow is only 56 inches. So, but if I had a choice between the two, I'd probably take the candle cane just because it shoots better. It's also much faster too. That bow is almost 200 feet per second, which just blew my mind. That's a nice little bow for 60 bucks. But this one for $71 for a hunting bow, I mean, you really can't go wrong for it. I'm sure if I tuned these arrows better and did some more practice with it, I'd be a lot more accurate with it. Normally my 20-yard groups run about 3 inches. This bow, they run between 4 and 5 inches. That could be because the arrows aren't tuned properly for it. Could also be a bad day. It's hot and humid out today. Or it could be just a short axle of the bow. I'm not just shooting such a short bow. So, but I think with a little bit of practice and tuning the arrows properly, it'll probably shoot a lot better. Overall, I'll give this bow out of a 1 to 5, 1 being the best, 5 being the worst. I'd say this bow is probably right in the middle, right around 3. So I'd give it 3. For the money, you really can't go wrong. $71. You get a really nice camouflage bow with a rubber grip. Can't believe how cheap bows are right now. And we've all these accessories added to it: the quiver, the nocking point, the stabilizer, even 6 arrows. You're maybe $120 in with this bow for hunting, which is pretty cheap considering. I'd recommend this bow for a beginner. For someone who just wants an inexpensive bow they can use to throw in the back of their truck or run around hunt small game with or bowfish with, it'd be perfect for that. I wouldn't hesitate to use it to hunt deer with. It is a 50-pound bow and it's pulling 53 pounds at my draw length, so it's got enough weight to hunt with. Overall, like I said, it's not a bad bow for the price. $71, give it a check. I'll put a link in the description where you can buy this bow at, so be sure to check it out. Also, if you haven't looked already, check out part 1, which is unboxing, and part 2, which is setup. find that interesting. Alright, that's about it on this bow and this review. I've got another review coming up here in a couple days. Look for it. I found a bow on eBay, believe it or not, a Takedown long bow for $29. So that's right, $29. So I've got to wait for it to get here. Should be here Friday. It's Wednesday now, so a couple days it'll be here. I'm going to do a full review on this weekend, see what a $29 Takedown longbow is going to be like. It's also going to be a 50-pound bow too. I'm sorry, that'll be a 45-pound bow. That's only how that was a 45-pound bow. So let's see how it shoots. Anyway, I want to thank you all for everything. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe and also click that bell icon so I can notify you of upcoming videos. And be sure to click that like and share my videos, please. This has been Todd with All Things Archery and Shooting, and until next time, ciao.